Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Playback Podcast with the extension of the Legacy Project. And today I literally have somebody that means so much to me, one of my closest friends. He's like a little brother to me, and he's an amazing musician in person also. I want y'all to welcome Langston Malone to the show. How you doing, bro? Were you about to do the prayer? He's like, God bless you. Hey, man, thank you so much for being a part of this. It means a whole lot to me, and you know that. I actually want to start at the beginning because if I'm right, this is your first time actually doing something like this.
Yes.
He's not a public speaker, y'all. He ain't accepted his calling yet. Tell me about the beginning of the whole journey of Langston Malone because you're young. You're 20.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, like you just came out the womb. You can't even drink legally yet. Tell me about the beginning. When did you start playing music at all?
I started playing music when I was around 9 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
How did that come about? Did you were you taking lessons or what was that like?
At first I kind of did it on my own. I didn't really take lessons. My mom had this choir, We Sing for Christ, so I was always surrounded around music, and that kind of inspired me. So I had this old piano in my granny's house, and I just used to peck on it until it sounded good.
Wow. So you were like a ear guy.
Yeah.
What age were you when you played your first song? Do you remember?
When I played my first song, 9. I that's how I started. I picked out songs, so really,
9 years old.
Started out just.
So I think you told me this story about. It might have been that same piano you was just playing around when you were a kid, and you end up. They came in there and you were playing like a whole song or something.
Yeah.
So you literally just picked. So do you remember what song it was? Was it a jump? I think was it a Jumpy Key song?
I can't remember exactly what it was,
But you just were listening to it. It was just playing, and you picked out. Were you playing chords or were you playing like single note?
Chords.
So
like I would just sit there and pick it out until
you figured until it matched what you were hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any musicians in your family, like immediate family?
No, I do not.
Dad don't play. Mom don't play.
No.
Grandparents don't play.
No.
So you're like this golden child.
I'm the only one that's really music.
Bro, that is weird to me. When you first told me that story years ago, I was like, oh, this dude is crazy. Like, this is to not have anybody in your house or around you with the same bloodline that plays music, and you just wake up one day and play like a fool. So that's crazy. So, 9 years old, what we in fourth grade? Fourth grade? We're in lower elementary.
Yeah, third.
So we figure out we can play something.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens after that. After your people hear you, tell me what happens.
That would push it. I never really wanted to play piano like seriously.
Yeah.
It was just gonna be like this little hobby thing,
like
kids,
a magic trick.
Yeah, like kids pick up things and they just, oh, this is cool. This
Yeah,
fun.
for sure.
Yeah, it was just gonna be that. But then my mom, she sat me down and made me practice every day since then.
Wow.
And then after that, that's when I started taking actual lessons from Mr. Inslee, but I didn't really stay with that long. And I just started back doing it on my own.
What age did you start with that?
I was like 10. Yeah, 10.
So tell me this: at age 9, your mom starts making you practice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what the practice regimen was at 9 years old? Coming from somebody, your mom, who doesn't play at all, and we didn't have YouTube at the time.
Yeah. So I think YouTube was created in 2006.
This dude, I keep forgetting we're not even close to that.
We did.
What year were you born?
Next question.
So y'all did have YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep thinking he was much older. Okay, so tell me what the practice regimen was for a non-musician mother and a 9-year-old that just discovered that he can play.
Yeah. It was just practice 30 minutes every day. It didn't matter what it was, what song it was. Just practice 30 minutes every day.
Wow.
Mandatory.
Like 7 days a week?
Yes.
And you wasn't playing at nobody's church, though?
No.
And you wasn't really interested in playing keys or playing piano at all? So it's like a foreign thing in your household. Like your mom had the choir, but to have a musician right there in our house,
Yeah.
She probably was like, man, he finna be playing for We Save for Christ. Okay, when did you start? You said you started taking lessons at 10. Were you learning to read music? How far along did we get in the lesson taking?
Yeah, I did learn to read music.
Okay.
Yeah.
What didn't keep your interest about it?
It's boring.
It just was boring?
It's boring.
No, I understand, because I think I shared this with you before. I took piano lessons for years under Julian Jones, who is amazing. Sight read like nobody else. Like, it was easy. Playing this stuff, playing one rhythm here, playing a different rhythm there, which is complex for somebody. Because I think I was like 11 or maybe 12. And then I was learning so quickly, I got bored with it. And now that I'm older, I realize, like, as a musician, as a creative, you got to constantly be doing something, or you'll lose interest for it, because you kind of master regular stuff quickly. You know what I mean? At a faster pace than other people. So how long did we take lessons before we like tapped out? And what was that conversation like with your mom?
It was a mutual understanding between me and my mom. She saw that I was getting bored with it, and this was like around almost a year, just learning like formally piano. And after that, we just kind of backed out of that, and I just started doing it on my own.
Do you regret quitting lessons at all? Whether it's from the aspect of learning to read, if it's classical, like you would have been able. Now you know, because you're a professional musician, you can write your own stuff out. Like, any aspect of that, do you regret it?
I do regret the aspect of just learning the different genres, like as far as classical, formal music like that.
So, what elementary did you go to?
Lincoln Elementary.
So you weren't supposed to be a pianist as they say. You're a pianist. What was your thing? Did you play basketball, football, or you just was a normal kid, like going outside?
I like to draw. I used to draw a lot.
So that was your hobby. That was your thing.
That was my thing.
So whatever happened to that?
As I started getting farther off in music, I guess that passion just kind of
took a backseat. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you even feel about that now? Or when the last time you drew something? Answer that first.
The last time I drew something.
Or attempted to.
Probably like my sophomore year of high school.
So a couple of years ago. Like 4 years ago. So, but could you draw? Like, were you good at?
Yeah, I was actually really good.
Where'd that come from?
I had my brother. Drew.
You have
I have an older
brother. Okay.
I have an older brother.
And he draws.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's in the blood somewhere.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Whew, I thought you about to say, man, don't nobody draw my family. I'm like, man, they adopted you and just didn't tell you. So we're elementary, and now we're starting to be a musician. Yeah. We're starting to find ourselves as that. So 4th, 5th, 6th grade, you're going to Lincoln Elementary, which I attended also. What was the reception like there, or did people even know you played piano? Because that's not a cool thing. Well, when I was there, it wasn't a cool thing to play piano. Like, either you played sports or you was weird.
Thing about it, I would have thought that too, but like when people found out, they were more amazed than like how you were saying it wasn't a cool thing.
Yeah.
But interesting story.
Here we go.
It was getting time. It was 5th grade, getting time for our annual Christmas program, and I had this music teacher named Mr. Hardy. He didn't know I played. He was an interesting teacher.
He was vocal, or was he?
No, it was elementary, so like
just whatever.
And he was,
I get it. God bless you, Mr. Hardy.
I don't say too much.
Yeah.
But getting time for the program, it was a gospel song that was not his forte.
Oh, he was Caucasian.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So he didn't know the song. The song was a very popular song at the time. Every praise.
Dude, you young, man. I thought you about to say Jesus is real or something. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a popular song. So my 5th grade teacher, Miss Jennifer Staten, she decided we were gonna sing that for the program. but Mr. Hardy couldn't play it.
Mm.
So I don't know what came over me that day in class because I was not outspoken at all during 5th grade. I said, I can play it. And then she was like, really? I was just like, yes, ma'am. And like she took me to the music room. Miss Hardy was in there. It took me 5 minutes to play.
Had you ever played that song before?
I think I played with it at home, but I never like
played it like you played at it.
Yeah, played in front of people also.
And how did that go?
I played the song. I got through it, and everybody was just clapping.
Really?
I was like, oh, okay.
And that's how they found out you played?
Yeah.
And did you play for the Christmas program?
Yeah, I did.
What did Mr. Hardy do while you were playing? Did he direct the choir?
No, he didn't. He just kind of stood outside.
That's crazy. So that's how they found out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go from elementary to junior high, right? What junior high did you attend?
Carroll Junior High.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. So did you? At what age did you get a church? Did you start playing at church?
11. Started at 11.
Can you say what church it was? Dang, you don't even remember? That was just 9 years.
Man, St. Paul Methodist Church.
Oh, the one on
Jackson Street.
Yeah.
That's the first church I ever started at.
How did that opportunity come about? Because you're 11, you still fresh.
Yeah. It was really through my mother.
She was your agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. And she just wanted to get me out there, so she looked around for people that needed musicians, and took me there, and it just went from there.
How long were you there? You remember?
Not long.
Not even a year?
No, not even a year.
So, let me ask you this, because I've asked everybody. Do you remember how much you were getting paid when you first started? Your first church?
Man, it had to be like $50.
Oh, that's more than the other people that sold.
Really?
The average has been 25, between 25 and 50. And they were like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah. Oh, well, all right then.
Yeah, no, you doing good. You rich. You rich. So you leave the St. Paul Methodist Church for whatever reason, and then you went to
Starlight
in Sterlington?
I think like Swartz.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That way. Yeah. Okay. Your mom found you that also? Yeah. Your mom was really your manager at that point. So what, we're 12, 13?
Turning 12.
Okay. How did that go?
Also didn't stay there.
God dog, man. You moving around like Michael Jackson. So you weren't there a year either?
No.
So let me ask you this, and not throwing anybody on the bus. I'm asking you about you.
No.
Was it you, the reason that you moved around a lot, or was it church stuff?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
It's really a mixture.
Yeah.
It's a mixture.
Okay, what could you have done better as an 11 or 12-year-old? Wait, let me ask you this. Were you only playing, or were you supposed to be teaching parts and all of that?
Usually, I was just playing.
Okay.
Like a director.
Okay, that was the understanding that you were just playing. Got you. So what could you have done better? Although you're still a child, 11, 12, what could you have done better looking back in retrospect?
Speaking on then, I wouldn't even know because I was a child. I was new to this.
Yeah, so you didn't know what you would, if you were doing something wrong, you didn't know.
It was just the experience.
Yeah, I got you.
Traveling area.
Yeah.
Learning.
I got you. Okay, right after that, so we're going into junior high, close to, we 13, 14?
Yeah.
Where are we now?
King Ali.
Okay, and Booker T.
Yeah, I've been there ever since.
So that's like your home church?
Not my home church.
Do you have a home church?
I do have a home church. I believe in God.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know that's right. So King Ali, they gave you a chance at 13? Mm-hmm. So let's switch over to school. What kind of So we're in junior high, going into high school. What kind of student were you?
I was a straight A student.
Really?
I was really deep in academics.
Oh, okay. So you enjoyed academics?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, I wouldn't even say I enjoyed it, but
It just was easy.
Yeah.
What was your favorite subject in school?
I love history.
Really?
Yeah.
I did too. Yeah. Weirdly enough, I hated math. I love history, but I absolutely love English.
Yeah.
And I use correct punctuation in my text messages to this day, which is weird. All right. Extracurricular in school. Did you attempt or consider sports or any kind of academic clubs or anything? Were you in band at any point?
Well, in elementary they had like where they kind of
Mr. Hardy.
Not Mr. Hardy. Actually, Mr. Player. He would try to recruit band members.
That's coming to the. Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I participated in that for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I played trumpet. I played the trumpet. A lot of people don't know that.
That was the elementary.
Yeah. I still know how to play trumpet to this day.
Of course you did. and you play drums also.
Yes,
did drums come before piano?
Drums came before piano.
Okay, so let's go back. I'm sorry, I messed up, y'all. What age did you start playing drums?
6 years old.
And how did that come about?
That came about at my home church. The drummer there, I was pretty cool with him, and I guess he was leaving pretty soon, and he was just trying to teach some people so when he's gone
to transition.
Yeah. So I did that. He taught me for a pretty good while, and then after then he just had me play sometimes, like when he wasn't there, or just had me go up there just to learn some more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You did you like drums?
Yeah, I did.
So you like drums, you just wasn't into piano.
Yeah.
But the drums was like a natural
yeah.
draw to you. Okay, all right, let's go back forward. So when you started playing piano, did you stop playing drums? What we said 9 until you know.
Yeah, I did.
You just stopped playing drums completely.
Yeah.
That's because we don't make much money like that. You know? So we're in high school. You were telling me, did you do any extracurricular stuff?
As far as sports, no. I thought about playing football again. Flashback. I played like pee wee football in like elementary, and I was big then. I was fat, and
really?
I was on the line.
I cannot imagine you playing anything aggressive.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That lasted how many days?
Not too far off. Not too far off.
That prophetic working tonight, ain't it?
I got hit one time.
And that was it.
That was it.
Man, I'm finna go play these drums and the piano. I'm done with y'all.
I never took it off for the rest of the season. Yeah, coach.
I'm on the injury reserve, coach. Hey, you wasn't playing that Pile Rick, were you?
Yeah.
You was getting the business then.
And this guy, he was like 12. I was 10 at the time. This guy
he about 14. Yeah, he probably had a mustache and everything. Yeah, he 12. He just him.
You know how it go.
So, needless to say, that football career didn't last long at all.
Not at all.
Especially not being at Pile Rick. You got hit one time and it just was over for you.
It. Yeah, I knew that.
You wasn't calling me football. Yeah. So let's fast forward. So we're in junior high and high school. Mm-hmm. Tell me about some of the people, because we figured out at 9 that we could play.
Yeah.
And your mom took you around, shopped you around as a free agent, tried to get you signed to somewhere. Who were some of the inspirations or the guys that took you under their wing that you gleaned from growing up around that age?
Yeah, I'll say start off with Ahmad Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He was a huge impact. Michael Jackson, mainly those two because they played for my mom's group, We Sing for Christ. So I grew up seeing them, just hearing them play.
Yeah.
And so my mom was super cool with them, so they just kind of,
So it wasn't like a one-on-one thing or like a training or like a lesson type situation?
No, it was just whenever, he'll put his input, they'll put their input in, and it was never just like this consistent thing,
So nobody like literally directly taught you how to play?
No.
So we're in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freshman, sophomore, junior.
Yeah.
How did you get better?
Um,
If nobody was there to teach you like, Langston, let's do this, work on this. Tell me what you did daily to get better.
I practice every day. I would transcribe different artists that I would hear on YouTube and just on the radio and stuff like that. I got deep off into it during high school, so I had that fire, so I just went and did it on my own.
So you would listen to songs, and your goal was to learn how to play that song within how much time, you think?
It never took me long. So
you can be honest. It's not cocky. We know you're a freaking
humble.
genius. Yeah, God bless you all.
Without pronouncing that,
You heard me. So I mean, like, what were your personal goals back then? Even because you're still a child.
Yeah.
What were your personal goals as far as being a musician then?
My personal goals were just to sound good to myself.
Yeah.
I looked up to a lot of different musicians at the time, so really that was my goal, becoming advanced like they were.
So you tried to emulate them in a manner.
Yeah, in a manner.
Who were some of those guys that you used to look up and I guess try to play like them a little bit?
Yeah, I start off Corey Henry, Glenn Gibson.
He's great.
Yeah.
Both of them are amazing.
And a guy named Lawrence Lyles.
Yeah, I don't know. Who that is.
Not a minute. Well, he has a lot of YouTube videos out, but not usually. A lot of people don't really know.
Do he play for a lot of people? Or he's one of those guys that seemingly just always by himself and recording the organ.
He's literally.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. No, I understand. I know one time you mentioned Derek Jackson also.
Yeah.
What about those guys, I guess, drew you to them? Was it their style? Was it their quickness? Was it how deep they were?
It was the deepness.
It's okay.
Pause there.
First
anyway,
pool and then you. I gotta find some more friends, though.
It was their interpretation
of music.
I say that.
Yeah, no, I got you. Out of those four, who you think is the best? I know you weren't looking for that question.
I was not. Best. That's very subjective.
It is, but in your opinion.
In my opinion,
like, who is the guy out of those four?
Who is the guy out of those four? It's hard to say. It's hard to say because
who is it?
I don't have a best in my mind. I have.
Who's the guy out of those four?
Well, my preference, like if I had to just listen
to one of them,
all day, I'd probably say Derek Jackson.
Yeah, old school. But fluent as heck.
Yeah.
And can play in all his keys. That brings me to a question. How important was it for you, or did you even have a thought of playing in all your keys growing up? Like, who said that was a thing?
I didn't know. It's weird. I didn't know that wasn't a thing.
You didn't know it wasn't?
I never knew.
You thought it just was regular?
Yeah, I didn't grow up knowing how to transpose.
Gotcha.
I played at this I remember I played at this old church. I didn't know how to work the piano, and it was just super weighted, and that built up my strength.
For sure.
And I never knew I could transpose if I can't play in this key. I just played the song and whatever.
So when did you find out that was actually a thing?
When I started branching off more, meeting
other guys, people. That you thought was killing and playing in two keys. Yeah, I get it, man. No, it's definitely a thing, and that probably was great. That was great for you that you didn't even know about it, because you probably would have been super lazy. You know what I mean? Possibly, we don't know. What was I about to ask you? So we're in high school. So at this time, are you just playing around at churches, or what are you doing right now?
Mainly churches. This was also the time where we were meeting, so you was putting me on a lot of gigs and different stuff.
High school.
I was experiencing more as far as being a musician professionally.
So prior to that, to us meeting, let me ask you this. What was the aspiration, or how far did you think this whole musician thing could go?
Honestly,
and you're still in high school, which is weird. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Like, you still trying to figure out life.
At that time, I didn't even think to realize that me being a musician could be an actual career for me. Like,
Wow.
I was really, I don't want to say content, but that's all I knew, just
Yeah,
playing
church.
at the small
Yeah,
churches
for sure.
stuff
Make your
like
money
that.
on Sunday and go
Yeah.
home and do it again the next weekend.
Yeah.
So when did you actually, when did the light bulb go off, and when did you make the decision to pursue that?
When I met this guy named Trey Wheeler.
Give me a second, y'all. But no, like
Seriously, though.
that's when the light bulb went. Oh, I can actually do this as a profession.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when did you make the decision? Since that, to pursue a career as a professional musician.
When being introduced to the possibility, I guess that's when the mindset just started to transition into that,
Mm-hmm.
being able to do that, and it just kind of gradually, you know, just went towards
Progress.
direction. Yeah.
Uh-huh. What did you around that time? Because I knew, and that summer jam was, I think we said 17, 18.
Yeah.
So you were 2018. How old were you?
I was like 15.
Bro,
I still have videos.
I put you,
I'm like,
dog. No, and we was talking about this yesterday off camera about how I saw you at King Ali, and I was playing for a church that went to King Ali to do song service or whatever the program was, and I went on Facebook instantly and said, "Man, whose son this is?" And blah blah blah. And Mike Douglas is the one that told me who your mom was, and then when I called your mom, and because that had to be close to spring or summertime because shortly after you was on that summer jam, and ever since then, not to say I have anything to do with it, but it seemed like I just saw you way more after that. Because before that, I had never seen you a day in my life. Like, before King Ali that day, I was like, yo, this dude is killing over here. And looking like nothing was bothering you, but you was smashing. And I'm all into cultivating gifts. Like, I think that's one of my very, very, very not many gifts that I have is to help bring somebody and pull the best out of them. So I'm glad your mom trusted me enough to help you, because there's a lot of weirdos that come in life just to take from you. You know what I mean? And not like really important to you. And if y'all have not been to a restaurant, this a plug. Go to Key Lane's King of Wings.
Yeah.
I don't know the address, but it's over by the Brookshires on Desire in Lakeshore. Man, where that pizza used to be?
Yeah.
That fish in the white. Sorry.
How about shit?
I'm sorry, y'all. My heart started beating fast. Got heart palpitation. But no, I'm so happy that she saw something in me. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna trust you, because we had a long conversation.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day. So you your senior year. With that being said, because we met, you had to be a sophomore, junior when you played Summer Jam.
Yeah.
And your whole everything changed. Tell me, what were some of the things you were thinking when you first came to that first rehearsal with a couple of other professionals? Like, first of all, were you afraid in any type of capacity? Second of all, tell me what you thought then, like, had to change about you to get to that level.
I'll never forget that first rehearsal. I didn't really know what to expect. I wasn't really off into that world of just being a professional musician. So getting there, my mind was blown. Like,
I'm trying to remember what we even played or what we rehearsed it. Or
it was at St. Matthews. St. Matthews first rehearsal.
Really?
Yeah, St. Matthews. Dre, Smee, Dre, I think Pooh.
Oh, that's when everybody played.
Yeah,
I got
Mark.
Ronnie, Jeremy, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like, that was the UICC reunion year. Yeah. I got you now. I got you.
Man, that rehearsal blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, y'all was so just intentional with everything y'all played.
Yeah.
It was.
So from that, what you felt like you needed to change to better yourself? Did you see any like weaknesses in your game or anything that needed like immediate improvement?
Yes. I did not, until that point, I did not know you can embellish that much.
Yeah. You talking from a keys aspect or from a band collective? Yeah. Was that your first time playing with an actual, more than just drums and organ or drums and keys?
Yes, that was the first time.
So to see all those pieces come together and everybody play their part had to be like something really, really different for you.
Yeah, because I was used to just organ and drums.
Yeah, like that's and that's what I grew up at. That's what I thought was the thing. If you had a bass player when I was coming up, it was like, dang, your church got a bass player. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So was that motivation for you, or was it more so intimidation?
It was motivation. Like that motivated me to strive for better. I didn't know there was better.
Yeah. So, no, I get it. You thought the pinnacle was playing church at 11, or you might get you at 8 o'clock also. Kill behind the pastor, let them hoop, make these people cry and go home.
That's it.
Wow.
I did not know it was like a whole different ball game.
A whole other world of we can actually do this also, and this also, and this also. So with that being said, that's your sophomore, junior year. So we fast forward to your senior year. What changes after that as far as your mindset concerning what you wanted to do as far as college or post-high school?
I knew then I really wanted to do music professionally. So I knew I was going to go to school for music.
In what capacity? As a teacher, as a tour musician? Like, tell me a little bit more about that thought.
I actually wanted to learn to teach and also perform. I wanted to have that ability to teach, but my main thing I wanted to do was perform.
Like classical?
Really, all genres.
Really?
Like, I didn't want to limit myself.
Yeah. So that's what you decided to do. So after high school, what were the choices concerning college? And did we get any scholarship offers, or what was that like after that? I've never been to college, by the way. Okay. So I don't know how this whole thing goes. I missed the ACT 3 times. I couldn't make it. Yeah. No, seriously, like all 3 times something weird happened. Because I was supposed to go to college. Yeah. I was literally one of the smartest people at the school. Real talk, like I'm a nerd in real life. But thank you, bro. But all 3 times something literally happened where I couldn't make it. But I know if I would have went to college, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Yeah. Like I'd be a businessman, but it'll be in some corporate something, because that's where my mind was even then. Like you can ask anybody from junior high school, when we wrote in the yearbooks what you want to do, I said I want to own my own businesses. Like I want to be the boss. Like I knew I didn't want to work for nobody. I knew I wouldn't call for nobody to be telling me, hey, you clock in at this time. You didn't. Yeah, that wasn't for me. But so you went to what colleges were you considering?
I was considering Southern and Grambling.
Okay. And you also made the decision to go
to Grambling.
Why so?
Mainly influenced by my mother. I'll be honest.
Was it distance?
That was really pulling on me here.
She didn't want you to go too far?
My mother is very protective.
She is. She loves her son. She definitely does. She's a great mom, by the way.
Yeah, she is.
Do you regret that decision?
I wouldn't necessarily say I regret the decision, because mainly when I make decisions, I make the best out of everything I decide. So I knew wherever I went, I was going to do well. I was going to make sure that. So
you decided to major in what?
Music.
Just music. Was it music theory? Was it music education? Okay.
Yeah.
With the expectation to soon be a teacher.
Yeah.
What? I'm just curious, because I know you personally. What ages or grades did you want to teach, or would you want to teach?
I probably would want to teach on the college level.
You don't want to deal with no little kids. No, I understand. Yeah, you don't have to pay attention. You'll be cussing the kids out there. So do you have a passion for teaching? Because when I got older, it wasn't until like a few years ago that I felt, understood, and acknowledged that I had the ability to teach, and I also had the love for teaching. I feel like, personally, even regular teachers in the school system, I feel like if you don't love it, if you don't love kids, you shouldn't be doing it. Because that's vital information. Like, you can make or break a human by what you choose to teach them or not choose to teach them. Do you have a passion for teaching?
Yes, I actually do.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a good teacher, like, right now? And I don't mean that just music. I just mean, like, if I ask you to explain something that you have knowledge of, do you feel like you can explain to me or a boss?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can only teach older people, and some people are great with kids. Like, I personally pride myself off being able to meet any age where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not no little babies, because I want you to be able to talk and so you gotta go to the bathroom. But like most ages, like I feel like I can convey whatever it is. You know what I'm saying, and make it resonate. So that's the plan. Now we still in school.
Yeah.
So you about to start school in a few weeks, right?
Next week.
What are you about to be, a junior?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the transition from, although location, distance wise, you 40 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
Tell me, because after Summer Jam, you really got like busy.
Yeah.
So tell me how you started juggling being in Grambling, still having obligations and responsibilities here as far as rehearsal on this night. Because you're not playing in Grambling. You're playing here.
Yeah.
Tell me how you handled it, and was it stressful your first year of college?
It was very, very stressful. Because going to college, that's a whole thing within itself that's new.
That's a new life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So having to adapt to that, and then it's also figuring out how I'm gonna be here, be there.
Yeah.
And new work, learning new things.
Yeah.
It was definitely hard, but I adapted.
How long did it take you to adapt? And also, did school or music, which is work at that time, take a back seat? How long did it take you to find your groove with schooling and working?
I'll say about a couple months. Because first, I already knew what it was like working with music. So, but the college life, I had to really adapt to that because that was something different.
Yeah.
So,
but you figured it out.
Yeah.
But neither one of them took a back seat at that time.
Not really.
So you were still able to focus and be 100% committed to music and learning stuff and people putting you on concerts and shows.
Yeah.
But also your grades were still good.
It was way harder to do. But
I understand. No, I applaud you for that, and I admire you for that, because even me, not having school but having family and having several other businesses, when somebody sent me 8 to 10 songs to learn, and I commit to that, and then somebody else sends me an additional 6, and then I got like, that's so many places that you have to give 100% attention. It's hard to do, and people don't realize that. Like, we say we break it up 50-50. No, we don't. Like, we have to give everything 100% attention and care, or we're not going to get the call back. You know what I'm saying? Or we're going to fail the class or whatever. So, with that being said, what are the goals? What is the plan going forward? Like, ultimately, what are we going to do, or what are we striving to do?
Striving to teach, but I also do want to perform just all over the world.
Yeah. You want to tour?
Yeah.
Gospel, secular, what you want to do?
Both.
Yeah.
I believe in God still, but
I
still play.
Of course, no. You know my whole outlook on that. I don't even want to talk about it. But so teaching and touring, you want to do sessions too?
Yes.
Like live and studio stuff, which he's played on a lot. I don't know if he had played on anything prior, but he's played on a lot of my records the last 3-4 years and done an amazing job. So if y'all need him for that, well, he'll give y'all his information at the end. But he does all of that. So I got a few questions I want to ask you, because we short on time. You gotta be somewhere, and I got a student coming in a few minutes. I really want to tell y'all what happened last night, because we actually tried to record this last night, but we literally have like 20 minutes to wrap this thing up. So I'm gonna tell y'all next time. I promise I'm gonna let y'all know. All right. So let's start here. What's your biggest weakness and strength? You can start with either one concerning, I guess we'll just say, as a keys guy, because he plays drums, but he also is really great at bass. But let's talk about keys in Oregon. What's your biggest strength?
My biggest strength.
Like, what's your thing? Like, for sure, whether it's your speed, whether you can learn music and retain music, quickly, like anything.
I'll say I have a lot of strengths, but I have my one weakness is overthinking.
While you playing?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What not what are the thoughts? What does that stem from, I guess?
I'm honestly not sure.
It's not a low self-esteem issue or nothing like that.
Not really. Like I know I can play. It's just I just overthink it.
Do you want to be so perfect that you think you gonna mess up?
But it may be that, but I think it's more so the expectation of people. Because people expect you to be this one thing
For sure.
all the
Yeah.
time.
I get it.
So
I get it. Even with your plan, you're supposed
Yeah.
to kill it every time.
every time.
But we're human.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta. We talk all the time, but you cannot. Like even Michael Jordan had a bad game. LeBron James, whoever people think the greatest is, they gonna have bad games. We have bad games sometimes. I know I do. I know you might not think it because the energy is there, but sometimes I don't want to be there. Sometimes I forget something. Sometimes I overplay or underplay something because I'm thinking. You know what I mean? But give me one of your strengths though.
I do have a lot of speed. I don't really showcase it much because I don't run a lot.
Yeah.
I'm more of a voicings and
chord guy.
Yeah. But I got a lot of runs in my arsenal.
And I asked you that like a month ago because
Yeah.
I've never seen you just. I've never seen you do
Yeah.
that.
I don't do it because I don't feel like it's a need.
Right. Where are you doing that at?
Right.
Literally besides the shed. Like where are you doing it? And even then, like you just want to chord them crazy because they don't have as much as you do. All right. What's your dream gig?
My dream gig.
And it could be somebody that has passed away. Like say it was Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Whoever. What's your dream gig?
My dream gig. That's an interesting. That's a great question. Trey, I may say.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I should have put my glasses on. Look a little bit more professional.
My dream gig, and that's crazy because I never really thought about it until now.
And we talked about vision boards last night also.
Yeah. I just know I want to play in front of a big audience.
Give me somebody.
And it might not even just be for an artist. It might just be showcasing.
I want to know. Y'all see how he trying to deflect? He can't get over on me. Give me an artist's name that you would love to play for.
Artist's name that I would love to play for. Trey, so many artists.
Who you telling?
Man. So many artists. Wow. I don't know because I can think gospel. I can think. That's a tough question.
I need it though. We got 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Okay.
And I got a lot more questions.
I'll say James Hall.
James Hall.
Yeah.
Man.
Ty Tripp. Ty.
Yeah, you'll kill.
I say Ty.
But James, though. I'm just thinking about the type of music and the type of organist you are.
Yeah.
Okay. So you picking James or Ty? And I'm asking that for this next question I'm about to ask.
I'm going to go with James.
What are you playing?
I'm playing organ.
All right. That's a bit. I can see that, though.
Yeah.
I can see that. All right. Top 5 key guys or organists. And they don't have to be in order.
In order. They don't have to be in order.
No.
Top 5. You know, Derrick Jackson got Derrick.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Lyles.
Mm-hmm. I gotta look him up.
It's this guy, probably might not know him, Butch Woody.
I've actually heard that name.
Yeah.
I've literally heard that. I don't know what to associate it with, but I've heard the name before.
Yeah.
That's 3. Glenn Gibson.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And he's a beast on drums. Jesus Christ. Man.
Yeah.
But so is Corey Henry, though, on drums.
Yeah.
He can really play drums. But most of y'all start with drums. Yeah. But you can tell in Glenn and Corey's playing, like the rhythm stuff that they do, like that's some drummer type stuff. But I'm sorry. Who's number 5?
Number 5. Because you know how, like, when you thinking of it now, do you go home?
Oh, yeah. I should have. Yeah, I know.
And it's probably because I'm on the spot, I just can't think
It's okay. God bless.
I want to think of, like, a guy that just plays key. A guy who's influenced my just piano playing, Alan Merville.
I don't know him. Who he play for? Is he connected with a certain artist?
I don't think so. I know he was.
Alan Merville.
Yeah, I know he was a professor at Berkeley.
Okay. Tell me this: dream setup, keyboard setup.
Dream keyboard setup.
So I give you a main for a piano, whatever organ you want. I give you 2 aux boards. No, because that's easy. 1 aux board that can fulfill all your aux needs. Something with good piano and the main keys and the organ.
Mains gotta go Nord. I love Nord.
Really?
I love
Over
Nord.
the motif.
Motif is great. It's heavy.
Yeah.
So I'll go Nord.
Okay.
Go Nord. I hate the montage, by the way. A lot of
Didn't they
people-
discontinue that?
Yeah, they just recently.
Because it sucked.
Yeah, I don't like the montage. Ox, gotta go Phantom.
What series?
New Phantom.
What is that? The G something?
No, it's just Phantom, like the one the latest one. Cause they redid
Do you
the
have that
Phantom.
one?
Yeah.
Or Johnny? Somebody got it. I know Johnny Turner.
Well, I
has
had
one.
it. I sold it, but
But just your dream. Okay. What organ are you using?
I gotta say B3, but usually now a lot of stuff is electric. So like I'll say Nord organ.
Nord organ, Nord piano, and a Phantom for aux.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're about to create the perfect keys organ guy. This is my first time talking to a pianist, as they call him. So, but I guess we'll use the same attributes as we use for a drummer.
No.
So, whose interpretation, brain, ideas will you take from? Whose hand, speed, chording will you take from? I guess we can do feet for organ. Whose feet? 'Cause I guess that's the thing too. Just don't take your shoe off. Who's what else? Performance style. Like who do you like to watch perform? Who gives the energy every time? And whose professionalism? So let's start with whose brain are you taking? Whose ideas and interpretation for music are you taking? Derek
Jackson.
Okay.
His interpretation.
He just can think way past the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been doing it a very long time.
Yeah.
Whose hands are you taking? Chords, speed.
Speed. I probably got to go with chord.
Man, when I saw that dude play full drums,
Yeah.
right here, but play full chords and runs over here and still sing and nothing wavered, I was freaked out. Whose feet are you taking? I'm assuming if you play organ.
Feet.
But it is some guys out there that do like a lot with their feet.
I know a lot of guys in Chicago, they do a lot with their feet. I know Christian Bishop, Raekwon Hayes.
Bro. Christian Bishop.
Josiah Maddox.
What about Jada Arnold, though?
Yeah.
It's once you watch this, once you get in your car, you were like, yeah. So who feet are you taking?
If I had to choose one, it's this guy in Cincinnati. His name is Mike Davis. Feet.
I don't think I know him. I don't think I know him. But I watch. I don't even watch drummers when I watch like music stuff online. I watch basses and keys guys. Yeah. Whose swag, performance style, the wow factor, entertainment? Who would you like to watch play?
I would like to watch Glenn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I get that. Whose
entertaining.
professionalism are you taking?
Professionalism. I'll probably say Corey.
Yeah, it seemed like he's that guy.
Yeah.
And he's dependable. Okay. That sounds like a perfect one to me. I'm going to do this one next. All right. So, local or national, international, right? We're going to create your perfect band. They can get the call for, you trust them to get the call for gospel or secular. Church or arenas, right? Who's your keys guy? Who's your colors guy? Who's your bass, guitar, and drummer? Who's your main keys guy? Wow. Local, international, national, it don't matter.
Wow.
Yeah. We didn't talk about these questions prior, y'all.
We did not. Wow.
Come on with it.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I know it is.
Picking the brain. Yeah, okay. Main keys. Main keys. You know, a lot of people are not main keys players.
That's true. That's true.
Keys.
I'm going to add an extra one for you, but I'll wait till the main keys is answered.
Well, for me personally, I admire this guy's style as far as playing mains. His name is Daniel Johnson. I think he lives up north.
Dark skinned guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's nice.
Yeah.
And he got touched. You know what I mean? Like
he's.
I was about to say something, but that would have taken weird. But he literally has touched up.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah. He can play organ really well too.
Yeah.
All right. So instead of putting the ox and organ in one person like I usually do, who's your organist separate?
Organist. If it's the band, I gotta think how
Unlimited budget. You gotta think about who play well together,
Yeah.
sound well. Yeah.
think my compliments.
Mm-hmm.
If I had Danny on mains, organ would have to be. I have to exclude myself.
No, you can put yourself in there.
I'll probably put myself on organ.
Oh no, I'm totally. And I
Yeah.
was about to literally say like 20 seconds ago, it's okay to pick yourself.
Yeah.
So Daniel on keys, you're on organ. So who's playing colors?
Colors. And that's another thing. Not a lot of guys.
Man, I know who could, and they ain't here no more. Paris Bowens could play some, but you know the guy that played for John P. Key? Sean, he be hype.
Sean on.
Is it Alexander? Call himself Sensei something. He be having like 6 keep, but be working all of them. He played for John, but now he plays for somebody. Zaccardi or somebody. That when it comes to colors, man, he got it down to a science. But who you taking for colors?
I'm gonna go with Sean. I go with Sean.
He's amazing.
Yeah, because he in depth with all that.
Oh, that's
a lot
his
of people
thing.
Don't know. Ox is
it's harder than playing main keys.
Yeah.
Or probably anything actually,
Yeah.
because you got to pick the right sounds, the right everything per song, especially without getting redundant, like the same horn, same string. Who is playing guitar?
Wow. Who's playing guitar? What's that guy's name? I think it's like Jabari, something like that.
Jabari Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Houston. Yeah. Well, he might have moved. Okay, who's playing bass?
Wow, that's a tough question.
It's a lot of them out there.
That's a tough question. Gotta think about the type of sound I want.
Yeah.
Man.
I know. It's gonna be all right.
Man.
I need your basses.
Man.
I'm gonna start putting the shot clock on these people.
I might go Matt.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
I actually knew you was gonna say that. I swear I knew you. And I was thinking about if somebody asked me why you were saying man, I was thinking if somebody asked me these questions, who would be my bassist? And my first thought was Matt Ramsey.
Yeah.
He's just a complete guy.
Yeah.
Okay, who's playing drums for this magical band?
Drums.
It's so many.
This
people.
band.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gabe.
From Baltimore.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Gabe.
When I say amazing. Okay. All right, you a tour manager, right? Unlimited budget. You have an opening act.
Opening act.
20 minutes. Then you have, they could be alive or deceased. 20 minutes, you got a 30-minute middle act, and you have a headliner. Yeah. Who's your opening act? And you can cross genres.
This is going to sound so funny.
Okay.
I'm glad that you said that. I just feel like Michael Jackson would kill a gospel song.
Oh, no, for sure.
Like,
for sure. But would Michael Jackson be your opening act?
That would be a very entertaining custom.
But if you start him as your opening, who's going to be your freaking 2 and 3? Right. Unless it's like Prince or somebody. So who's is Michael Jackson your opener? You got to give him more than 20 minutes. That's disrespectful. All right, who's your opener?
Opening. Man. I probably would I probably would choose somebody local.
Okay.
Opening.
Who?
Just
He got an answer, y'all. Everybody else has answer.
this guy.
He thought he got off the hook.
This guy with the question.
Who's the opener?
It can be one person.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah. Or a group, or a group. It could be. You can say Michael Jackson or New Edition. It literally don't matter. Or Shirley Caesar. Whatever your preference is. And you got to think as the promoter, the tour manager, like you putting the show together.
Opener. Like, I don't want to just put somebody that's super big as an opener and then just.
Why not though? Because there's two other big people that can go after them. You just had a perfect show.
You're right. Where if I say opener, man.
And the people are going to be in there. Because the people in the past were like, man, is this the opener? It ain't going to be. Let's just say that the crowd is there for the opening act. Who's doing 20 minutes?
Who's doing 20 minutes? Well, in that case, I have to get like a choir group. If we're doing gospel, I'd probably do Ricky.
No, literally. Your opener can be Shirley Caesar, but your number two can be Fantasia. Literally.
Yeah.
I had somebody do Kurt Franklin, Michael Jackson, and somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I meant we can cross genres.
Well, I know I want PJ in the.
Is he opener?
I wouldn't put him as opener. I'd probably put him after that.
Okay, so he's your second. Who's your opener?
Opener would probably be Ricky Dillard.
Ricky Dillard. Okay. Ricky Dillard, PJ, and then who? Who's closing the show?
Who's closing the show? Man, I probably let Kim close the show.
Burrell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a complete show though. Because PJ is not gospel and he's not secular either though.
Yeah.
He's like Stevie Wonder, almost like a inspirational life love type situation.
Yeah.
So we said PJ. No. Ricky Dillard, PJ Morton, and then Kim Burrell. Yeah, I definitely come to that show. All right, you gotta think quick on your feet.
Okay.
I'm putting some pressure on you. You got 5 minutes to answer the rest of these questions.
Okay.
Top 5 artists. You can cross genres. It's female and male list together. Alive or deceased. Top 5 artists. Don't have to be in order.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
PJ.
Okay.
J.J. Harrison.
Okay.
Ty.
That's 5, right?
That's 5.
Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, J.J. Harrison. Who I'm missing? Ty, and who's the other one? Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, J.J. Harrison, Ty. PJ. Okay. Top 5 songs of all time.
Whoa.
Yep. Come on with it.
Wow. I don't know a lot of songs by name, Trey.
I understand. You can start. You can sing like the.
Start at the bridge.
What you got? 5 songs. Top 5.
I love this song by what's his name? Don Blackman.
I don't know him.
Yeah, he's deceased, but he was this old jazz funk pianist.
It was an instrumental?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's the song? I think it's Heart's Desire.
Okay. I'm gonna have to listen to that.
I love that song.
Okay. What's 2?
2. Rock With You, because
I absolutely love that song.
With that song is just
it's just perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. What's number 3?
Number 3, man, it's this one J.J. Harrison song that just got me in a chokehold. Bigger. Man, I also like Thankful.
So that's your 3 and 4?
I'll say that's my 3 and 4.
I heard that bigger song. That bigger song is massive, Lord, and it's like 35 minutes long.
Right.
But you gonna listen to it every time, right? What's number 5?
Man, and it's so many songs. I'm gonna go in the car and be like, dang.
Yeah, you should have said that.
My favorite
of course,
song.
yeah.
I'm gonna go Treat It Like a Lady.
I love that song, and we actually play that song. All right, two more questions. We gotta go quickly. Favorite non-skip album?
now.
Period. Ever.
Period.
In
Ever.
your life.
In my life.
Mm-hmm. An album that you don't have to skip a song. You can listen to it the whole way through.
I don't skip a song. Man, that's tough. Man, but I will say this. Kim Burrell's album, I think that Everlasting Life.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That and the one she recorded live in Memphis or something.
Yeah.
That album was great. Yeah, I used to share that. Okay, we're almost there. Favorite song of all time. You have like 45 seconds.
Man, favorite song of all time.
One song that inspires you, whatever it is. That one song you had one option for a song to listen to for the rest of your life. What song would that be?
That's hard.
Mm-hmm. Give me one.
We always need
Give me one. Give me one.
Oh,
it's just a go-to song.
Go-to song for the rest of my life.
That's the ones that you won't get tired of.
I won't get tired of.
I can tell you mine. See if it helps.
Okay.
Human Nature.
Really?
Yes. That song is like Rock With You, perfect to me.
Yeah.
Production, arrangement, mix, vocal, lyrics. What's your one song?
One song, man, probably gonna have to go classic. Bobby Caldwell.
What song?
What you wanna do for love?
I love that song.
Like it's just the arrangement and just. And then it's detuned, so like it's.
It play with your ears too. All right, okay. Got another question for you.
Okay.
Loyalty or respect? Which one you prefer and why?
I'll say I prefer respect.
Why so?
I would say that because loyalty comes with respect. I'm big on relationships, and to keep good relationships, respect has to be there.
I agree 100% with that. My last question, and I want you to actually think about this before you answer. When it's all said and done, you get up out of here, you live a long, great life, have a family, whatever it is that you aspire to do with your life. What is the legacy you want to leave? What do you want people to remember you by and for?
Apart from my talents and gifts, I want people to remember my character. I always try to be a good person towards people. That's what I want to stick with people the most. Yeah. So they can be their example too.
That's a great answer. Okay. This has been another great episode of the Playback Podcast with the extension of the Legacy Project. And today we had Langston Malone. Tell them your social media. Tell them your social media so they can, if they need to book you or reach out or anything.
Oh, you can find me on Facebook. My name, Langston Malone. And I'm right there.
So you teaching or anything?
Am I teaching now?
Yeah, you offering lessons?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all reach out to him. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.